Good afternoon. I am going to do a little bit more on this page here, as I said yesterday. So just firstly, I'd like to welcome all my subscribers and all those who choose to watch my channel, and anybody new who's chosen to watch. I hope you like what I do and I hope you subscribe. That would be lovely. And I'm going to be doing my 1000 subscriber giveaway in about 25 more subscribers. So what I've got here is, let's just move this in at the side. So I've got virtually the same colours as I had yesterday. I've got the same two pinks, I've got some blue and I've got some gold. So they're just acrylic paints from Hobby Lobby. I've tried to mirror these colours on this page, and I've got some white gesso and I've mixed the white gesso with water. So let me get a paintbrush. So I've got a paper towel in my hand, kitchen roll, and what I'm going to do is I want to make the colours from yesterday milder than they were yesterday. So I'll take the pink and mix it in with the gesso, so I should get a more softer than the bright fuchsia pink. I mean, it'll still be bright, but it'll not be as bright as yesterday. Mix that in there. When you squid your paint out, there's always too much comes out, isn't there? So there we go. Stir that in. So I've stamped on there lazy and hazy. This is my lazy hazy summer. I'm a bit disappointed that the A didn't come out the same there, but the Z and the Y are fainter because they've got lines across them, so it sort of fits in with the Z and the Y anyway. So right, that's my pink nicely mixed. I'll just clean my brush off there. Put it in the water, clean it in the water. Right, so my paper towel is sat patiently waiting in my hand. I'm just going to dab on now with my paper towel. You can see straight away that that fuchsia pink isn't as bright as it was yesterday. So I'm going to leave this to dry naturally. So I'm sorry, Miss Robin. There is no way that I'm going to do this in 30 minutes. There'll probably be 30 minutes physical work on the page. However, it'll be longer to dry because I do want the texture. Sorry about that. I've got some delicates in the tumble dryer, so maybe was saying, have you taken them out? The answer is no, they're still in there. Right, so I'm going to pick a different bit of my pink, of my paper towel, and I'm just going to dab this lighter pink on. There's some white on it too, a little bit of white on, which is all right, because I want some white on anyway. So that's the gesso, probably where I've not mixed it in as well. And that's just being dabbed on there. Can you see how it's mixed in with the white, so it's lighter, but it does give a different effect than it does on the other side where it was put on with the bubble wrap. There we go. So next I'm going to do some of this pale blue, and the reason I chose the blue is because of the blue stenciling that I did. So I thought, right, let's get as near blue as we can to it and put some blue on this page as well. So I'm going to make this a magical page with some fairies, because I do believe when I sit there in my chair looking outdoor at this lazy, hazy summer sunshine, that, you know, is it a butterfly or is it really a fairy? So I thought, let's get some elementals on this page. Right. Let's do the same. Find a different bit of the blue, bit of the towel, and let's do some more dabbing. That's nice. A bit's gone on the other page there. Doesn't matter, it just helps to bring the two pages together, doesn't it? I like this dabbing. So I was thinking in the night about what to do. I know most people sleep, don't they? I was thinking about what to do for my day 3. I'm not going to put any green on this page because I believe there's enough green showing through from the botanicals book. I'm going to put a little bit more pink on the botanicals bit. There we go. So because of this gold foil, I wanted to put some gold on as well, but I didn't want to put foil. So I've just got some gold acrylic, which I'm going to mix with the white. I've got water in there with that gesso as well, because my gesso is very, very thick. Which doesn't bother me because I can just water it down to get it to a thinner consistency. Let's get that gold. It's sort of lost its gold colour because of the white, but hey ho, let's see how it turns out. I like that. I like how we've got, because I've probably not stirred it as much as I thought I have. We get some of like the gold with the white, but we've got the gold as well. That's nice. And then what I'm going to do, throw this away on a paper towel. I do believe I've finished with that. In my mark making basket, which is here, I've got some of this tube, you know, that you use on the pipes. So I'm just going to paint some of this white onto my tube, because I thought, let's get some white circles on. Let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm just painting it on there. Sorry if I just went off screen then. Let's paint that white on and see what happens. Oh, I like that as well. That's nice. It just gives a different effect. Yeah, so any bits and bobs that I find, and like my husband was doing some pipes at work, covering them with this, and I thought, oh, there was an offcut, and I thought, oh, I'll take that home. I'll have that. So what I really, really need to do now is to let this dry naturally, like I've said, so that I get the texture, because there's little bits of paint and gesso and things just standing up there. Hello, my daughter home. I like that. I'm just going to take some over onto there as well, so that we're bringing these pages together. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to let that dry. Right then, this is dried now. So I've actually marked my pages, page 3 and 4. And I marked the first 2 that I did, which was 1, but could have been 2. Page 1 and page 2. Page 3 and 4. I've gone over some of this with a marker, so it all stands out. Some of it is on metallic, and that's why it's not as bright, the black. So on here, I'm going to do some printing now, just the black printing. So I've got some, these are from Make-A-Wish. Now I haven't got my plastic square like that, perspex square big enough. So I'm just going to pop it on the back of this square. I have got one big enough. Got a wasp around my ear. I have got one big enough, but it's still in my craft room somewhere. So I'm just going to put my black archival ink on the back of that. Oh, wasp, go away. I'm a bit obsessive about wasps at the minute because I got bit twice the other day. And my leg is quite a mess where I got bit. It's really bruised. Go away. I don't know what the attraction is. I really don't know. So I'm just pressing that down as hard as I can, as firmly as I can, hoping that it's going to go on. All right. like I say, me and stamping, I don't normally do it. So, not so bad. Not so bad. I think what happened, I went over onto this page with the stamping block, so it hasn't all come on. But no to worry. No to worry. Let's do another one. I could always just go over that again, couldn't I, with the paints? I'll take this one off and then I'll turn off and I'll just go over that with the paints. No, I won't. No, I won't. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Because every day we're living and learning, aren't we? That's better. And let's just do some of the top. So I'll just put the ink on the top. And I'm just going to come down the bottom of the page and stamp there. I'm not going to do any painting, anything on here on these stamps. They're just purely staying as they are. I've got this sunflower. I love this sunflower. I've had it. That's not going to stick on anything. So I'll just put some black on here. I don't know where I got it from. I've had it ages. I did a sunflower journal a while ago and it's from there. And this looks amazing painted up. I'm actually going to pop that there. So that's one thing, you know. You make a mistake, you cover it up. It's your work, it's your mistake, it's your cover up. Not bad. Not bad. I might paint that one actually. Put one over here. It actually doesn't look as bad in real life as it does through the camera. There we go. So my son sent some pictures of himself paddleboarding today with the dog. I think I've already said, haven't I, with a little life jacket and things on. I've just been looking at them again. So cute. Now these are from Stampin' Up and they look like smudged watercolours. You remember my story yesterday about the smudges? So I thought, right, we'll just pop a few smudges on. Let's pop a few smudges on. We'll put one up here. That's nice. We'll put one down here. Doesn't look as bad now. Here's another one. So I got these from the charity shop. And when I saw them, it said Stampin' Up. I was like, whoa, straight in there. Thought I'll have those. And they're like, well, they are new. They've never been used. Right, let's have a look. And in this Stampin' Up one, there's some more that look a little bit like the wishes. You see, never been used. Let's try this one. I've done it now, I don't know how to put it. Put it there. Oh, that's pretty. Right, now I've got the fairy. Just putting these away. So I've got a few fairies. So let's have a see what happens here. fairies watering a garden. Put her down here. I wanted to use my fairy that I got, my little vintage fairy, but she really doesn't match. This, she wouldn't look right on this page, as beautiful as she is. That's lovely. And then I've got another fairy here. Let's try this one. So this one is a fairy. I don't know what she's doing. I'll just pop her onto the perspex. Always like a little angel. It's like a little cupid. We can't not have him now. Not now as we've got him ready. Put him up. Put him here. Because the angels are watching over us too, aren't they? All the time. Let's have an angel. Oh, no. He says, I'm not watching over you. I'm going to do the unthinkable now and try and put that back on. With it being the perspex, I think I can line it up. Is this an unthinkable? He doesn't want to come on in the middle of it. Let's just do this with the book. Why do you not want to come on? No, he just doesn't want to come on. Does not want to come on. I might have to paint him on then. And then this is definitely a fairy. Got the mad urge now to get my watercolours out and painting these yellows, but I'm not, because I was leaving this as a stamped page. But what am I going to do there? What can I do? What can I do, guys? Let's just put loads of ink on his belly again. Just put an ink on Cupid's belly. Well, I could put some paint on, couldn't I, and try that. That's what Miss Robin said to try and do. I'm going to put them wings back. I'm going to press down in that middle with all my might for that Cupid to go on there. I should have stuck to my fairies, shouldn't I? Oh, now he looks like a big black mess. Oh, smudged ink. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop this. I'm going to get my paint and I'm just going to go over the top of that. Okie dokie, so I've got some fairy quotes here. So I'm actually going to put these fairy quotes over the top of where my stamping went incredibly wrong. I'm just trying to tear that. So if I put those two on there, sprinkle that happiness and hope for others. And if you believe in a lot of magic, just imagine what that can do. So I'll put those on. Oh, the cherub's going in the bin. There's no question about it now. I've just got the, sorry, I'm off screen. I went quiet then, I'm just using the fabric tack. Just going to pop that on. Sprinkle that happiness and hope for others. And if you believe a lot in magic, just imagine what you can do. I love it how children just, they've no inhibitions have they when it comes to magic. They just believe. I've worked with children for 40 years. I love it. There we go. Lovely. Right, what I have done, and I just can't help myself, is as soon as I said how much I like these sunflowers painted in yellow and orange, I've just got to do it. Oh, so I've got some water. I've got my watercolours. So let's get cracking. These are the only ones I'm going to paint in. I like what that yellow's bringing already. If at first you don't succeed, hey, try again. It's like the brownie orange. Let's just rub that in the middle. You see my watercolour? Oh, you can't even see them. Can't even see them, I am sorry. I'm just going to this brownie orange here now. This brownie, yellowy colour. Let's get a bit of brown on it. Just take that sort of into the middle of the sunflowers. And let's get some of this orange. I love this stamp. I wasn't going to put any other colour on this page, but I just talked myself into it. Right, let's go to the bright orange here. Put a bit of red on that. Let's make it even more orangery. Is there such a word as that? Do some of these little ones around the edge. Oh, love it. Sunflower season now, isn't it? What is here? Here in England, supermarkets full of them. And now over the top of those two sugar, we call them sugar stealers, the wishes, when they're floating around. My grandma used to say, be careful, I'll steal your sugar. And I think that's because they just used to stick to your plate, didn't they? You know, if you had jam or honey or something on your plate. There we go. Now I'll do the bit of brown on this, because I want to make this look old. I thought rather than get my inks out, let's just use a little bit of brown watercolour. Let's see what happens. That's a bit not watery enough. Put some water on it. I'll just obviously just water it down. I'm only trying to distress it up a bit. So it It don't look perfect. It could be pollen, couldn't it? Of the flowers on the other page. Fabulous. Right, so I'm now going to get my blue Distress Oxide, and it's the blue, gosh, I can hardly see it, Blueprint Sketch. I'm going to go around the edge to bring the pages together. And I'll finish, I might finish the Lazy Hazy Days of Summer on here, I don't know. Or I'd just use it as Lazy Hazy. There we go. So I don't know if this counts. I don't know if I've cheated, Miss Robin. If I've cheated, I've cheated. But there's yesterday's day 3 and there's today's day 4, and I think they go together perfectly. So I really like them. And tell me what you think. Let me bring them up to the camera. I love the sunflowers. I think they turned out really good painting them. Brilliant. I'm sure I'm well within my 30 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Sharon at Be Divine Vintage. Thank you.